Good morning, everyone. This is Al Souza, Hubbard School Principal, bringing to you the newest edition of the Hubbard Spotlight. And in this edition, we're going to take a peek into one of the more recent math practices happening in our K-5 classroom, number talks. So if you're wondering just what number talks are all about, we're going to hear from some students and staff, and they'll tell you just how number talks have influenced their instructional practice and helped them learn in math.
Number talks are a 10 to 15-minute math conversation between a teacher and their students about a problem or set of problems that are solved using mental math and a variety of strategies. Number talks are aimed at building number sense. A teacher will choose an intentionally chosen problem, either write it on the board, on chart paper, or even share it on their document camera, and give students purposeful, private reasoning time to come up with a solution and a way to share their thinking. As students are sharing, teachers will create a public record of their strategies and may ask students questions to determine whether or not they understand the math. When students are done sharing their strategies, teachers may also ask students to make connections among the various strategies. If there is still time left over, a teacher can introduce a similar problem so that students understand that those same strategies can work with similar problems. Number talks are really a student-driven conversation rather than a teacher-directed lesson, and our teachers and students have been doing a wonderful job with number talks this year. We're really starting to see the progression of number sense within the grade levels.
Number talks have helped my students communicate their mathematical thinking with greater clarity and precision. I've noticed my students using more math terms and vocabulary to explain their thinking, and also finding various ways to solve math problems and equations in the classroom.
Number talks are easily one of the best parts of our math block. They've positively impacted students not only because it helps build number sense, they can organize their thoughts and gives them an opportunity to explain their thinking. During math, the students are able to share their thoughts and their thinking is validated and valued by their peers. They're able to listen to each other and get up on the smartboard and show their thinking. It's a positive way for kids who are visual learners and concrete learners to learn from each other and to hear what their peers are thinking. It's a great time for them to showcase what they know and how they think.
Well, I believe number talks have tremendously impacted my students and their number sense in my classroom. I think that students are now using mental math to approach problems, even more complex problems that incorporate fractions and decimals, and they're not just understanding the process of how to solve the problem, but really why that process works. So for example, they're understanding how to use benchmark fractions to help them get to their answer and lead them in the right direction. I also think number talks have impacted my students' communication skills, because after they get their answer, they share their strategies in front of the class and they use their responses and sentence stems to explain that strategy to the other kids. It also leads to open discussion and even debate on which strategy is the most effective strategy to use. So overall, number talks have really impacted the kids in my class.
They've helped me, so when other kids have shared their ideas, it grows onto my brain and it helps me think of other strategies.
Number talks have helped me explain my strategies better using math words. They help me with strategies like doubles. They help me, so if I do them over again, I can get smart on it, and I like going on the board and figuring it out, and I didn't even know double plus 1 and double minus 1 exist. It helps me because I get to talk about the math problems with my class. There's some strategies that like I and some of the other children have never even heard of, maybe if Ms. Brochu says it, or some of the other students.
So now that you've learned a little bit about number talks, I want to thank you for spending some time with us and seeing just how this instructional practice is benefiting the students and staff at Hubbard School. We'll see you next time on the Hubbard Spotlight.